TV. Name is Phil Legend, emphasis on the legend, and today we have Thor versus Vegeta, Marvel versus Dragon Ball Death Battle. Oh, okay. Now, the more I watch these videos, it just makes me realize a lot of Marvel characters are OP. From Hulk, Iron Man. Now I'm gonna learn more about Thor and Vegeta. And now it made me realize MCU just kind of nerfed a lot of these characters. Or maybe they'll just gradually get OP along down the road. I hope they're trying to go for that direction later on. But man, but Thor, man, the Thor movies, man, I don't even know. I can't even look at Thor the same after Endgame and Love and Thunder. Like, they really nerfed my boy like that. But hey, I'm gonna learn more about both of these characters because I still haven't seen Dragon Ball. Let's check it out. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there we go. I'm about to say.
God of thunder. And Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. The sky shakes when they appear, and the earth trembles when they approach. No world can contain the power of these two gods of war. War, there he goes. He's whiz and I'm boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, using pixels. All right.
Thunder cracks. The heavens rumble. Lightning blinds your eyes. You look up to the sky and pray for mercy because Thor is angry. Well, you would have if you were a Viking. Nowadays, we don't have time for missing.
Is that a different movie or show?
For the modern mythology of Marvel Comics, the Norse god of thunder was reborn. And I'd wager this Thor is a hell of an upgrade. The son of the All-Father Odin.
I guess Endgame is canon. New Master 69. Okay. Alright, so founding member of the Avengers. Okay. So current owner of the Odin Force. I think that was brought up before in I think it was like Hulk versus Godzilla or something like that. I guess like a broken version of Thor. Something like that. So many millennia. So this dude kind of has more experience than Vegeta. Or maybe like say it's like aged differently too. Let's check it out.
Thor lived the life
Oh, I'm about to say.
of a prince, battling all manner of magical foe for thousands of years. That is, until he got a little too big for his britches. So to teach him a lesson about humility and compassion and whatever, Odin exiled him to the worst place in the universe.
Earth.
New York. Ooh, you hate to see it. Thor is his guardian.
I'm about to
body
say.
is immensely durable, immune.
Alright, so a mutant? Really? Huh. Okay, energy manipulation, weather control, yep. Human longevity, invulnerability, superhuman senses, rapid healing factor, super breath, flight, telepathy, immunity, and warrior's madness. So like Spartan's rage, I assume? But mutant hybrid, wow, that's a new one.
To disease and capable of healing.
So you're just gonna do this every time I pause? Okay.
Man, he's also the literal god of strength. We're talking lifted a planet-sized serpent strong, knocking out the
That's a whole universal serpent?
with Hercules and almost throwing the Earth out of orbit strong. Notably, he was once blasted with a graviton bomb, which subjected him
So he might have more strength compared to Vegeta.
That's over
But we'll see.
200 billion times greater.
Thor was also hit with a gravitron beam, which supposedly increased his weight to infinity, though he was still able to stand up and fight. And I remember Vegeta training in a room that also increased his gravity, that he was supposed, and he could still like fight. But I think Thor might be greater than that. He increased his weight to infinity. Like, come on.
Than Earth's gravity. And he's got the stamina to match. Nice. Able to fight for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping. And what better
I
weapon for the
figured.
god of storms to wield than a sentient cosmic storm. Eons ago, the almighty god Tempest rampaged through the universe.
Mother of
It
Thunder.
arrived in Asgard, and after a pitched battle, Odin managed to trap it within a block of the magical ore Uru that he would forge with
Mjolnir?
his son's hammer, Mjolnir.
Mjolnir,
What more
yeah.
can be said about this beautiful thing? Forged in the heart of a dying star that went supernova and killed the dinosaurs, Mjolnir is maybe
really?
my favorite thing ever. It can channel bolts of lightning, manipulate the weather,
that's a champion.
open portals to other dimensions.
Wait, champion? Megyon. Alright, so it can cut through celestial armor, and this one doubles its strength. I didn't know Thor had more than one weapon. I always knew him because he had, like, only a hammer. I wonder what these two look like.
And absorb and redirect energy attacks. Or just suck it out of your body against your will, like with this radiation dude. The presence. Not gonna be present for much longer, bud.
He's even used 2 Mjolnirs to absorb the power of the God Bomb, which would have killed every deity in existence across time and space.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Mjolnir can transmute the elements, turn Thor invisible and intangible, let him travel
Invisible,
through
huh?
time, and even bring people back to life. And if Thor wants to fly, all he has to do is take it for a spin.
Boom.
Literally. He throws that motherfucker as hard as he can and holds on for dear life.
And when he does, it flies fast enough to cross the entire galaxy in seconds.
Only one problem. It's a little teeny. Unlike Thor's big-ass axe, Yarnfjord. It's sharp.
I remember that axe.
Celestial armor, and it's
I
unbreakable,
think.
and an axe. Okay, look, it doesn't have a galaxy storm inside it, but it's still pretty cool. Oh shit, look, Wiz, I'm worthy.
No, you're not. There's no enchantment on the axe.
Well then what the hell am I gonna do with this?
Wait, what? Okay.
Without messing
I
everything
guess he was pure of heart too, or something like that.
up, create assets that fit in with your entire campaign, so you can make what you need when you need it.
Oh boy.
Now, you can
It's gonna
move
take a
faster
while.
while staying on brand. With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google Play.
But should he face an enemy beyond the likes of even his world-shattering strength, Thor can harness his inherent godly power into one single ultimate attack, the God Blast.
God is right. Even Galactus, the devourer of worlds, shit his pants and bounced at the sight of such an awesome attack. Jesus, even the Avengers seem pretty small potatoes compared to this guy. Why'd he even bother with them?
Because not every problem can be solved by
The
hitting
hammer.
it really hard.
Bullshit.
That was the point of
What the
Odin's
heck?
lesson, to force his
Did he just
headstrong
rage
son
quit
to
in
be
Connect
more
4?
complex and nuanced than his millennia of battle had prepared him for. Thor had to be more than a warrior. He had to be a hero.
He's battled Thanos, the Silver
Thanos.
Surfer,
And I remember that episode 2 through
This
TikTok.
is strong enough to contend with the world breaker Hulk, a being strong enough to destroy
I remember
the
that.
universe over 100 times.
Yeah, that.
and fast enough to demolish Ares, the Greek god of war, who can fight within the span of blank time.
Wait.
Like the Ares, the Greek god of
That's Ares? So there's like, what, two of Ares? One in Marvel, one in DC? Jeez, man.
war, who can fight within the span of
No, y'all can do whatever you want in fiction,
the
but
tiniest amount
wow.
of time that we can imagine. There are as many blanks in a second as there are grains of sand on Earth. Oh wait, did I say Earth? I meant 10 million billion Earths.
Thor has
Jeez.
taken disintegration beams trying to tear
Okay, shook the universe with a thermal blast, succeeded Odin as king of Asgard, shattered the roots of that, snapped alloy cables. Now I remember that material from Blade versus Buffy. And I mean, the dude is literally like God of Thunder. That should be like easy work for him. Outsped a living planet across the solar system, kept fighting while impaled, defeated Hulk, Sentry, Sotor, and those who sit above in shadow. Who are they? What is that? Those who sit above in shadow. Is that another Thor? Oh, like multiple Thors. What the heck? Alright, the realm of Asgard existed in an endless cycle of death and rebirth. So, with all the energy released by Ragnarok can cause the cycle to continue. Oh, and there's all other these gods above gods, gods of gods, gods of the gods, shadow gods. It's too many gods. It's too many gods in Marvel. Why are you doing this? Yeesh. What the heck? I'm sorry, y'all. I need more research. Just man, they're just like darker versions of Thor, and he defeated them. The gods of the gods, God, gods after God. Moving on.
Apart as atoms one by one, survived Mephisto trying to consume his soul, and even withstood a temporal rift that aged normal people to dust.
Oh, he's a hard bastard to kill.
Yeah, because Asgardians does
His temper.
live
By entering
long.
a state known as Warrior's Madness, Thor commits an unpardonable sin in Asgardian society and willingly sacrifices his sanity for a tenfold increase in power.
Yeah, despite being a really sweet lunk that talks like he's in Masterpiece Theater and dresses like he's in What's Opera, Doc, Thor has struggled with being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always rises to the occasion. Take the time this big machine called the World Engine was controlling Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects 10 universe-sized realms.
The World Engine's purpose was to mechanically trick Yggdrasil into disrupting the natural flow of Ragnarok, the end of the world.
So Thor just pushed it and literally reversed the flow of fate. That's right, he outmuscled a giant multiversal tree and prevented Armageddon. Not a bad Saturday.
And he'd go a step further and defeat the mysterious elder gods that manipulated the cycle of Ragnarok in the
Those
first
above in
place,
shadow?
ending it forever. So perhaps now, when you
maybe
look up
not.
the thundering sky, you won't fear the god's capricious wrath.
Because you'll know it's just Thor, the god of thunder, kicking ass and saving the day.
Man, I didn't even get to learn about Vegeta, but I already know Thor is gonna win this one. Again, Thor defeated gods of the gods. The gods that gods, whoever got that. The gods. Yeah. He even manipulated, like, I guess, shifted natural orders and stuff. And Vegeta, and I remember, and I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta couldn't even keep up a fight with Beerus. But let's learn. Well, let's see.
Planet Vegeta, home to the bloodthirsty warrior race known as the Saiyans, and named for their mighty leader, King Vegeta. Noting the Saiyans' proficiency in genocide, the alien emperor King Cold and his son Frieza contracted them to be their personal hit squad, conquering worlds in their name.
But when Frieza felt these monkeys were getting a bit too uppity for their own good, he nuked them in their whole
Hello,
The king
monkeys!
was dead, leaving his young son, the Prince Vegeta, alone, burning with a grudge against Frieza for
Oh, 68? Oh, snap. Okay. Trained by Beerus, Boma, Karaoke. Okay, pink shirts. Frieza losing to Kakarot. Already know. And Tien. Okay.
wounding his ancestral pride. Vegeta awaited the moment he could extract his revenge.
As one of Frieza's former top enforcers, Veggie was trained from birth to be one of the greatest warriors in the universe.
It helps that Planet Vegeta had a gravity.
Yeah,
10
but Thor had
times
more
greater than that of
experience.
Earth's, making his natural physiology
I'm just
significantly
remembering for
stronger
later.
and more durable than a human's.
As in making the whole friggin' earth shake just by throwing hands.
And like all Saiyans, Vegeta can harness his ki, or inner life force, as a physical energy to make him even stronger, faster, and tougher than that.
Or literally shoot it at your opponent to blow him to kingdom come. That's right, Vegeta can point and click a planet out of existence with his soul. Man, that's hardcore.
He can use ki to
Yeah.
fly at faster than light speeds, slice you to pieces with an energy blade, and even hold you in place with energy rings.
So, let's be real. Vegeta's favorite attacks can be summed up with big-ass laser. He's got the purple big-ass laser, two-handed big-ass laser, rapid-fire big-ass laser, exploding ball big-ass laser, and fucking omnidirectional your-ass-is grass big-ass laser.
Pretty much.
So I gotta say, my favorite is the mouth-wide-open vomit big-ass laser. No, that's more of a Nappa thing. Kinda like
Vegeta's most
That's
terrifying ability.
concerning. Alright, so I already know most of this. I don't even watch Dragon Ball like that. Spirit control is the transmission, yep. Ultra ego. I haven't seen that one before. That's interesting.
However, is the one inherent to his Saiyan biology. Whenever a Saiyan survives a life or death struggle, their power increases exponentially. That's what Frieza was so terrified of, the Saiyan's infinite evolutionary potential.
So it's no wonder Vegeta eventually toppled the alien tyrant with the help of another surviving Saiyan,
Goku.
Kakarot.
And with
Or
Frieza's
Kakarot.
defeat at the hands of this earthbound Super Saiyan, Vegeta had a new rival and a new goal.
Become blonde! No battle required. Vegeta can harness the rage of his Saiyan heritage and transform into a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 2.
But try as he might, Vegeta struggled to keep up with Goku's ever-increasing power.
I guess it doesn't help that Veggie is maybe the single cockiest bastard to ever have existed.
Yeah.
Sure, dude. Let Cell become perfect. Nah, we'll be fine. Hope your spine is doing all right.
Dang!
Dumbass.
Though Vegeta did manage to accomplish something that even Goku couldn't do on his own, becoming a god.
Once he and
Super
Goku
Saiyan
met
God.
the god of destruction, Beerus, they had a whole new lineup of martial artists to conquer, with some angelic training to boot.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he even learned Goku's patented instant transmission, allowing him to teleport huge distances.
But most importantly, with God Ki, he can go even further beyond.
Okay, so after learning the Super Saiyan God form, a Saiyan can partially tap into his power without fully transforming, allowing them to boost their base form to similar heights. Okay, that's something. Feel like it might top with the Warrior's Rage bit. I don't know.
And become a Super Saiyan God. A Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Evolved.
His power got
So what's next? Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved, Super Saiyan with Knuckles? Okay, moving
completely
on.
insane. The dude was strong enough to destroy the room of
Alright, crush Goku in the first fight. Outmaneuver Frieza and his forces of Namek. Destroy planet Arlia effortlessly. Held his own against Kid Buu for several minutes. Yep. Train under hundreds of times of Earth's gravity. But obviously Thor got that in the bad terms of gravity. Scales to Goku's and Beerus universe busting power and defeated Semi-Perfect Cell, Frost, Golden Frieza, and Toppo. Okay.
spirit and time, an entirely separate dimension, just by powering up.
When Goku fought Beerus, he nearly destroyed the universe. And that was the
I remember
very
that.
first time he ever went Super Saiyan God.
Considering we've measured Dragon Ball's Universe 7 to be up to 13 times
Credibly
bigger
did
than
that.
our own,
Beerus vs.
he'd
Galaxy,
need
I
to be
remember that
punching
fight
with
too.
that much more energy to bust it. And since the shockwaves of their punches traveled across the universe in seconds, Goku would have had to be punching that fast too.
And that's not accounting for Vegeta's training in various exponential transformations. When an amount of power is measured by how many universes it can destroy, that power itself becomes incomprehensible.
Oh, we're not done. Vegeta can tap into the same monstrous energy Beerus has, destruction energy. And when he does, he can perform Hakai and erase your ass from existence entirely. It erases you physically, spiritually, and even temporally, as in it wipes you from time itself.
Such is the might of a god of destruction. For when Vegeta wants to go one step
Alright, so Vegeta can't learn an ability Beerus had, just wiping them from existence. But then again, Thor defeated the gods as ever god in all of gods. The gods. So the question is, are the gods higher than Beerus or lower? I don't know. Moving on.
that beyond, he seizes that very power. He becomes a warrior fueled only by lust for battle. He becomes Ultra Ego.
Oh, so that's what it
It
is.
wasn't big enough before. His Widow's Peak probably has its own zip code by now.
As the offensive counterpart
Widow's
to
Peak is
Goku's
crazy
Ultra
word.
Instinct, Ultra Ego Vegeta is a veritable juggernaut. able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's wild this guy has a Napoleon complex. He's one of the biggest badasses ever to exist.
In a way, failing to beat Goku was probably the best thing for him. Vegeta's whole life was spent rebelling against the humiliation of his race, trying to prove his worth by being the best. By contrast, Goku's self-improvement was never stunted by his ego and insecurities. In realizing that, Vegeta became more than a fighter, but a husband and a father as well, willing to sacrifice himself for what mattered most.
And Vegeta got a taste of that himself when he hooked up with Bulma for some Super Saiyan sexy time. Getting to beat Frieza's golden ass probably didn't hurt either. He may not always win, but he'll never be put down for long. So be sure to practice your groveling, because this is one prince you don't want to piss off.
Pretty much.
This show.
Oh boy, this gives me a lot to think about. All right, so Thor has more experience compared to Vegeta, because Asgardians can live that long. So in terms of strength, so Thor can, like, I guess, move the roots of, like, the multiversal tree, and even with his gravity adjusted to infinity, he can still fight. And even when he's a pimp, he can still fight. So, man, I don't even know. I'm gonna go Thor. Thor, why not? Let's go Thor. Go get him.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, let's do this. I always wonder how you pull off something like this. You mix, like, pixel models with 3D backgrounds, I think.
Mighty warrior, what business havest thou upon Earth?
Throw that hammer at me again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face!
You don't care.
Didst that count?
This does count. Weave. Got him.
Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
Hey, transform already? Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this one.
And the prince of all Saiyans, and you can burn in hell! Big Bang attack!
Oh! Just caught that. Weave. That was a good one, too. Dang! You thought! Is that Ultra Ego already? Or is that Super Saiyan God?
Tell me, does a
Ultra
god
Ego?
such as yourself feel fear?
Yeah, there we go. Boom! Bro's already transforming already. Oh. Oh, the energy rings. Dang. Getting forward left and right, fam. Gotta lock in. There you go, Warrior's Rage. Ooh.
All you will feel is oblivion!
Feel heaven's wrath.
Oh!
1
god. I thought that was it. But as soon as like, come here. Like, bro. Oh man, that scared me, bro. So Vegeta might be cooked. Looks like it. Like, I can't even tell from this shot. Vegeta might be cooked. But let's see. Let's see. Oh! You wanna crush his head? Oh! Got him! Oh, damn! Hey, that was crazy work, fam.
KO! Oh,
Crazy.
I get it. Thor won because he's a natural blonde.
Despite Vegeta's immense power and tenacity,
Yeah.
the God of Thunder had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being up against the God of
So a Thor was given the Thor's force. He scaled to a multiversal level feats from the likes of Odin, further the gap in power. So, yeah.
strength, Vegeta actually
So he
matched
would have
up
had the
pretty closely
edge.
with Thor. Both could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get an exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to note that Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were roughly even in power. When Goku applied a Kaioken times 20 boost to fight Jiren, Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolved, implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase. Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched base top and needed Blue Evolved to keep
Oh, so that's who he was?
destruction.
Alright. So it was later confirmed in an interview with Toyotaro that Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is still weaker than several beings in this universe, including Broly. Makes sense. Hence, Vegeta's Ultra Ego likely cannot scale to Broly's full power. Well, that makes sense too. Bro is that broken for real.
Which is extremely similar to Ultra Ego in theme and purpose. Given this is the best current example of a measurable form akin to Ultra Ego, we can assume that Ultra Ego's boosted power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase, making Ultra Ego's original state about
Alright, so Savage Hulk has battled Hyperion, who survived the collision of two universes at the same time. This all also excludes the Warrior's Madness, which would multiply Thor's power by another 10 times. And Thor defeated the War Breaker Hulk, who survived the collision. So, yeah.
20 times more powerful than Blue Evolved. With that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
And Thor was pretty close to that. Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's size, which has a radius of at
It's
least
very
a trillion
fast.
light years, as well as scaling to the World Breaker Hulk, Thor ended up only about 10 times stronger.
Not terribly different, and it's definitely possible.
This is stated by Star Brand, who possesses incredible and precise understanding of the cosmos, confirming the estimation's legitimacy. Wait, Star Brand? Sorry, guys. Gotta check up on something. Star Brand. It's like Marvel? That guy? What the heck? Is the name of the number of similar objects of power in the world of Marvel Comics. Thought that was a real person. Moving on.
Vegeta's power could increase during the fight to match him.
But even if he was stronger, it wasn't the only thing that mattered. Ultra Ego's damage absorption could only do so much against an opponent like Thor.
Vegeta may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety.
What'd I say? There we go. He got more. Thor got more experience than Vegeta.
Read all about it.
Uh-oh. It's gonna take a while.
Allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly easily.
And the fact that Thor was way faster gave him a lot of leeway to use that extra combat experience.
Applying Vegeta's transformation multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus' punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
But scaling to Ares moving within blink time, Thor would be over 70 quid.
Assuming Vegeta's transformation increased his speed proportionately, it wouldn't even be enough to close the speed gap.
Trillion times
You already
faster.
know.
More than fast enough to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb all of them with Mjolnir. This alone could shut down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure, Veggie could absorb it back with spirit vision, but he'd have to hit Thor first. And with that much of a speed
That would be
difference,
like-
that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And since Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just take it right back.
He could do
And
that
then
too.
some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's key reserves are not infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted about 1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for
40
over a month
days.
straight.
Theoretically,
Already know.
Vegeta could have ended the fight immediately with Hakai, if not for
He
the fact that
could.
Thor has resisted existence erasure before, including physically, spiritually,
He did.
and temporally.
Meanwhile,
He did.
Vegeta had no way to match the God Blast, which could have killed friggin' Galactus. And that guy has threatened the
Wait, that actually happened?
destruction just as a
Huh.
side effect of his
All right.
battles. That's a level of power beyond anything we've seen in Dragon Ball yet, let alone Vegeta.
Vegeta was never going to go down easy, but Thor's raw power, speed, and devastating godly abilities were too much for the Prince of All Saiyans.
Yeah.
Vegeta nearly won until Thor blew his mind.
You might say that pun was a kind of terrible.
You don't do puns! We've talked about this!
No.
My thing.
Well, the winner is
Yeah. Good job, Thor. All right. Now for all those Vegeta meat riders, what do you say? The most unrealistic part of this fight is that Earth survived it. Yeah, that is kind of surprising though. It survived. Man, it survived all that. Okay, Vegeta stopping Thor hammer mid-flight and laughing, only for the hammer to keep pushing it until it carries him with the screaming. Yes, kind of accurate. Make sure I got over cape right. I wish I knew that reference. His head. Yeah, because he learned from Infinity War. The whole thing with Vegeta trying to hold a hammer. It's all about the when he hold that hammer. That was so cocky. Didn't even put a scratch on Vegeta's battle armor. Huh. Alright. Other than that, Phil Legend, signing off. Good day.